What is up, everybody, and welcome to BASHNICH Corner. Your host, BASHNICH here, and today I'm going to be bringing you an exciting top 10 things wrong with Destiny. So, in this top 10, I would like to announce that I am a huge fan of Destiny, and I will not stop playing the game no matter what, and all the constant grinding, of course, will not stop me. But, before any further ado, let's go ahead and get into this top 10 things wrong with Destiny. Number 10 on our top 10 list is connection issues. This is a problem because you're finally at that boss. You've worked so hard to get to it in your strike. You're going to let your team down or up. You don't know. And then next thing you know, connection issue. You get kicked from your strike and you are forced to relog in and have to do it all over again. Pretty disappointing, I know. It's happened to me on multiple occasions, and it's not because of my network connection. It is due to a connection to the Destiny servers. And it's pretty dramatic. We'll just go with that.
Number 9 on our top 10 list is going to be the chat system. There is a huge lack of a chat system in this game, and it kind of hampers its gameplay. You could be in a world and trying to communicate with someone unless you decide to back out to home or go into a chat text box by looking up their gamer card and messaging them that way. You're not going to be able to talk to anyone. You know, there would be nice to have a proximity chat or even a windowed box chat, like in Defiance. I mean, it's possible, but it's not here. Unfortunately, this is something that they should fix in order to improve the gameplay and social capability of the game. Whether or not they're worried about trolls, I don't know. Number 8 on our top 10 list is going to be the tower's lack of social capability. This was promised to be our social hub, and that is exactly what it is not. There's no way to form fire teams here. There is no way to talk to anyone here unless you interact with their character, go into details, go into their gamer card, and message them individually. In which case that becomes very annoying, and it is not very easy to group here, or even do it this way. I've tried it before, and most people have already done what I was looking into doing. It'd be a lot easier to go with our previous one, which is the chat system. Put a box in here and find a way to talk with everybody on the tower. That way you have a way to form a fire team. It's very hard to form a fire team in this game unless you already have friends and your friends list there playing Destiny. It's kind of hard to make friends because there is no social capability. Even when you go into strike missions, there's not really one that talks. So a windowed chat box would be awesome. Thumbs up if you agree. Let's go ahead and move on. Number 7 in our top 10 list is going to be the broken multiplayer system. Yes, I know most of you are saying, but Bash, they're all the same level. No matter what level you are, everyone does the same amount of damage. This is true, very true, but not every level has the same abilities. The abilities between a level 5 and a level 20 are very different, and a lot more stat boost as far as abilities, your superpowers or whatever. As level 5, you are not capable of doing what a level 20 is. They also have their subclasses unlocked and everything else. So you're most likely going to be a victim of abuse. You'll be trying to kill stuff, and you're most likely going to be at the bottom of the leaderboard because of this. So that is why it is in my top 10 list. It's kind of broken. They should follow up with what SWTOR did and break up the groups from, let's say, level 5 to level 10 or 12 and the rest of it to level 20. That would be a little bit more fair because anything under level 10 or 12 would not have as many capabilities as 20. Anything above it would have a little more of a fighting chance. If you agree, go ahead and leave a comment below. But let's go ahead and move into our next one. Number 6 in our top 10 list is going to be the reward system. The reward system is kind of broken. Using the Crucible once again as my example, you could do very well. You could hit first place in your group, or even your team could win, and you could be the top of the leaderboard, and you can get nothing. Well, everyone on the losing team gets everything except one person on your team is going to get something. I don't feel that that's a very fair system. You know, you shouldn't be rewarded for losing, and you should definitely be rewarded for winning because you fought hard to win. If you agree, also comment below. This is something that I've noticed a lot of, and it's kind of turned me away from the Crucible. I felt that it was definitely challenging to try to get rewards for doing well. And when I did bad, I was just better off on the losing team because every time I lost, I seemed to get something. So eventually I stopped trying, and I just let the the loot pour in as I lost. But that's about all I have on that, so let's go ahead and get into our next one. Number 5 in our top 10 list is going to be the lack of content. Myself being an Xbox One user and everyone else with Microsoft kind of got a pretty big lack of content. And I don't know how people with the PlayStation feel because they got a little bit more content than we did. But even with that, I feel that there is still a lack of content. I find myself doing the same strike mission over and over again without much flexibility with it. I'm going to keep doing the next every time I play the strike missions. I'm going to get bored of it pretty quick. And I know that there's some more on with the PlayStations people, but you know, I'm pretty sure you guys are into this issue too. Same thing with the Crucible. You'll hit the same couple of maps. I don't feel that there's enough flexibility as far as content goes. This content does also leak into the storyline, and how much content was leaked from that should be there. And I feel that there's a pretty big gap there. That kind of does hamper the game and how much I feel about the game. I find myself at what's going on here? We'll just go with that. What's going on here while I'm playing the game? What is what and why is this here? Which I'll get into later. But it's okay. We're already halfway there. Number 4 on our top 10 list, getting a little excited as we get towards the end here, is the character customization. This was pretty disappointing to me. I was being told the whole time that it was going to be launched. It has a phenomenal character customization. You'd be able to create your own character in detail. And we were given this kind of what I would compare it to as a childish customization setting. You know, you only get a selected number of choices like A through C. But, well, not literal. There's a little bit more than that. But it's kind of, it was very disappointing when I got to make my character. I was looking at myself like, is this all I get? I'm pretty sure a lot of us were actually looking at it like this. It felt that we were undermined on the amount of content, and if they come out later with some sort of plastic surgery theme, I would be very disappointed, because what would be the point of going on and going through a plastic surgery? I mean, are we really doing that in the future? Are we trying to look for plastic surgeons when there is only one major city left in the world? There is going to be one major plastic surgeon to scoop in all the big bucks, I guess. That's about all I got with this. Let's go ahead and move into number 3. Here we are on number 3. Only a couple more till we get to our number 1 slot. And for number 3, I have the game is too easy and way too repetitive. Almost every mission is the same. You run and gun through hordes and hordes of enemy. Get to this boss that is relatively easy and not what you would expect a boss to be. And then you get to sit around for 25 seconds and wait for the mission to end to figure out what you got for loot, and a lot of the times it's nothing. Just complete utter garbage. And that's about that. You know, there's nothing to look forward to in missions when I play them. Once you get your legendary armor, there's kind of nothing but grinding and grinding and grinding through the same missions over and over again. And I don't know about everyone else, but I, for one, am ready for something different. Let's throw in some space battles with those ships that we have to spend money on or collect blueprints to. I mean, they seem to have guns on them. Let's put them bad boys to good use. I'm on multiplayer space battles. I want to take you guys down. Following up, we have number 2. Only one more to go, but number 2 is going to be a very, very, very poor grouping system. No way to find a fire team unless you have friends is a really big problem, especially when you go into strikes and all the way up until your heroic strikes. There's a grouping system, but once you hit heroic, it's all out the window. It's completely thrown out there. How hard it is to find a fire team in Destiny unless you have friends? Very hard, if you ask me. You'll sit there in the tower, you'll single-handedly message everyone there, and a lot of the times no one is interested. So I feel that there should be an option for a fire team grouping system where you just click it, get into a fire team, and you guys go ahead and do whatever the hell you want. That would be amazing. That is something that they should add, and I have heard a lot of people that I've played with say that is something that they should add. It is definitely a number 1 on my list, but there's something else in the place of number 1, and that's coming up. Here we are, the one that we've all been waiting for, and we're finally here on number 1. Taking our number 1 spotlight is the lack of story. This is something that really surprised me. I was really looking forward to it. I'm pretty sure everybody was.
I buy the game, I sit down, I start this amazing campaign. It looks beautiful, it's great, it's amazing. Then after 8 short hours, I'm left feeling lost. I don't know what's going on in the game. And there was no real actual intent on the storyline aside from the intro to the game. Hopefully with the expansions this will be summed up, but I do feel that this was amazing, low below, especially for the first part of the game. You get the game expecting to be immersed into this world that is Destiny. Want to know everything about what this hype was about, and they kind of throw you in dart. They give you a little taste of what they have, and there's nothing else to it. That is it. You're just going, huh. So why is there a giant globe in the middle of the city? Why are we being attacked by the darkness? What happened to the rest of humanity? And what the hell is going on? This has taken up my #1 spotlight because it is the one thing that I always come back to and I am most regretful on. I love the game. I love everything about the game. And no matter what, I will probably still play the game because it is just an amazing game. But the lack of story here is a little bit on the level of what Mass Effect 3 did to us, throwing in us that little ending that they did there and left you blank. This whole little spin here, I feel, is a great low blow. I bought the game expecting an amazing storyline like they did with Halo, and I was undermined. I'm pretty sure we all feel undermined, and that is why, once again, this is #1 on my top 10 list. Well, that was my top 10 list, and if you guys do agree with my top 10, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. If there was anything that I missed that you feel should have been here, please do leave it in the comments below, and I will get back to you. As always, I love reading the comments and getting back to you guys. If you guys are in the same boat as I am and feel that there's a lack of fire team support in this game, go ahead and leave your gamer tags for other people that are playing Destiny down below, or even throw me a follow request. My gamer tag is BASHNICH, so pretty easy to find. Go ahead, find me in game or find each other in game, group up, and get everything that we're all looking for. Legendaries and all those energies and ascendant shards. Yeah. Well, this has been BASHNICH. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I will get with you guys in the future, very near future, with another great video. And if there is anything that you feel that I did lack in this video that you would like to see improved upon, also throw that in the comments below. I do love the feedback from you guys. You guys are amazing. Thank you for watching.